Let's go on to this Kanye and Game song that's gonna drop at midnight.
Exciting.
Yeah. So the name of
This
this.
is this is how I like to hear Kanye. It's be like, no, Kanye's doing a track for the game. It's like, oh, it's
No, it's
great.
actually Kanye's song.
Oh God.
Oh, that changes things for you?
We're right back. We're right back where we were. Hell yeah.
Wait a minute. Why does that change things for you?
Because we
Why?
don't know what we getting now. That's why.
I don't know, man. You think Game's gonna get on some nonsense? I don't even want to say nonsense. On something super experimental. Here's one of the bars from the song that was leaked. It said, God saved me from this crash just so I could beat Pete Davidson's ass. That's Kanye's bar.
Very problematic. No, I don't like that. It's very problematic. That's what I'm saying.
The song is called My Life Was Never Easy.
It's very problematic.
I
It's
don't
very
know.
shady. Mike, it's about to get shady on this record. You know, Game don't mind talking about anybody. And he's talking like that. He's like encouraging Game to be shady on the record. It's about to get shady.
Right. I mean, because
I'm
let's keep it
aftermath.
real. And
The rhetoric, the
I've
rhetoric's
been one of
about
the people on this show to defend Kanye. When people say Kanye has writers, blah blah blah, Game might have written this bar. this bar might have been written by the Game.
No, I wanted to hear that this is going to be the kickoff for Game's project. Like,
Well,
that's what
Game
I
is
want.
working with Hit Boy, and TD says he think it's Game featuring Kanye. I think I saw it on Kanye's page or the Game's page. They said it's Kanye featuring the Game, but we'll see. We'll see. It's dropping at midnight. It might be a little bit of both because Kanye's been spotted in the studio with ASAP Rocky, with the Game. There's a Pusha T picture out there too.
I
Actually,
saw
let
T
me
in
put
one
this.
photo. Like, that's all I care about.
Let me put
Don't
this
know
photo
what-
on the screen real quick. We got the Game right here. You know what I'm saying? We got OG from TDE right here. We got Ye here. We got ASAP Rocky here. We got AB here, and we got Pusha T here. Pusha T's all suited up, man. Pusha T's in a fit with a beanie. Like he looked like he ready to go to work.
Gonna be a funeral when his album drop.
He's been talking about this album for 2 years, man.
Year and a half.
Looks like they're working. No, yeah, it's been about a year and a half. But he's been saying stuff like album of the year stuff. We really were expecting it last year, but saying all that to say, if Pusha T feels that confident about this project, if Pusha T's in these photos or in these studio sessions, the Game's in these sessions, ASAP Rocky's in these sessions, I don't think we're gonna get the Kanye stuff that sounds like the Donda stuff that came out last year. I don't.
So we're not
think
gonna. So we're gonna get better than one out of every three songs being good, is what you're saying. Okay.
Well, I don't even want to go there, but I'm just saying
One
sonically.
for
Like,
three.
I
One
think
for three.
sonically we're looking at a Kanye that's more Daytona-ish.
I don't care. Like, I don't care sonically what he's doing. He's brilliant. Don't be going 1 for 3 and having everybody believe that the shit slapped like you just did, because it don't.
I love
And he was
that,
1 for 3.
but I don't want to
Like,
get on that subject right now.
play one record, and it's 2 whack ass records, and then it's a good record, and then it's 2 whack ass records, and then it's another good record, and everybody's like, "Oh no, it's album of the year," and it's not.
We're gonna have to do a show where we go track for track with Donda.
I don't know why we would do that.
I think we should do that. But anyway, what do you expect from this record? Because I feel like this song, whoever song it is gonna be a pace setter.
I'm a little fascinated just to hear where Game's at. That's why I was kind of more excited about it. I kind of want to hear where he's at this stage in his career, because he's somebody that should really be receiving like some legendary and iconic type of flowers at this stage. And he's really not receiving them the way he should. I want to see what the response is.
He sounded good on the Russ record, and I agree with you. Just listening to or just reading that Kanye bar, sounds like Game's probably going to be name dropping as well and going to be dumping on some folks. He might even say something about Kanye's ex-wife. Who knows? You remember he had that bar? That Kim bar that was like Born to Rap or whatever? So who knows?
No one's safe.
Who knows, man? That's one thing we can't expect, for the Game to get on the track and get disrespectful. You know, honestly, I felt like for years that's why people didn't feature Game. Because you look at Game, he works with everybody, but it's always on his project. People don't really call Game for features. I think it's because they're scared of what he gonna say. You never know what Game's gonna say.
I think some of that is in effect with Pusha T too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even with that, yeah, because you hadn't seen many major Pusha T features after they took him off of that Maybach music. After Rick Ross took him off that Maybach music, which I didn't like that move. I
He's a
mean, I
diva.
get it. Rick Ross has a relationship with Drake and all that, but this is hip hop, man. Ain't nobody really coming for nobody's neck for real, for real. Like Drake should be able to take a bar. I never really understood that part about Drake and his team, where it's like he's supposed to be on top of the game and supposed to be this and that, but nobody can say anything about Drake.
No, okay. So to
He
that
can't
point,
defend himself on the mic. That's my
no,
thing.
hey Mike, that's why I always loved that Jeezy kept the clips on Trapper Die 2 on Illin.
Yeah,
Because Push was on there talking cash shit. And Jeezy like, okay, because that ain't got nothing to do with me
it
really.
doesn't. Unless
But
we
the
like,
record's brilliant.
unless somebody's like super disrespectful,
Mike
and you know what I mean, whatever. But
said tell Hova don't pass the crown so soon unless you got a crown for every writer in the room. That's disrespectful.
no, I feel you, but it's not like, I'll fuck your bitch disrespectful and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like certain things you
I'm
handle,
talking about Tupac disrespectful.
yeah, certain things you handle on a song by yourself. But if you just out here being competitive in this hip hop thing, like Pusha T did on the Rick Ross record, like that. How you gonna take somebody off a record? And I don't even want to say Rick Ross did it. It probably was the Machine. It's Def Jam, Universal, whatever. They all came together and said, "No, this can't happen." Yada yada. That's not hip hop, man. Let these guys go at it on the mic. And
Actually, that's part
and,
of the
and
problem.
I honestly feel like Drake is the only rapper who people feel like can't defend himself, and the Machine has to jump in, take verses off, have people come out there and do interviews on his behalf or say something's out of bounds. Like, have you ever heard that from an
well, you
elite
have to,
MC?
well, I mean, you have to understand that. I mean, most of the Drake shutdown stuff directly involves Pusha T. So let's talk about Pusha right quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can go check and Google shit. The shit Pusha be talking that him and his people done did is real, and so that might frighten some people who are not used to those things that choose to exist in this business from an executive standpoint. You get what I'm
I
saying?
mean, this business is full of crooks. I don't think that's the thing. I think
Man,
that
it's full of
Pusha is a
crooks, but
loose
it ain't full.
cannon. I think
It's not.
no, I think Pusha's a loose cannon in a sense where he messed up the whole Drake rollout when Scorpion
Right?
was coming
No, no,
about,
no, no,
and
no.
he threw a wrench in their plans, and there was nothing they could do.
No, what I'm saying is that everybody be talking like they gangster, but then there's actually some real gangsters walking around. And about them real gangsters walking around, them dudes up top be like, oh shit, like no.
I don't even think it was on no gangster shit, like because Pusha didn't even
No,
approach
no, Mike.
Drake on some shit
No,
like
no, no.
that.
I'm talking about the aura, the rumor, the gossip, like everything that comes with a person. What I'm saying is that you have to understand is that like, oh, Drake know his people and vice versa. Those dudes that are making the decision in the offices are not. They only know what they know secondhand smoke. And so somebody like Pusha secondhand smoke wise, oh, that's just not frightening on a hip hop level.
Again, and what's so funny about this situation, there was
Them niggas really
nothing.
doing bids right now, Mike. Like them niggas is really doing bids about the shit that him and Malice was talking, and so that shit hit different when that type of guy is engaging with you. It's like, no, these dudes was really outside.
Ransom, I'm not Ransom. Reggie wants to know, Mike, did you guys do the review on Ransom and Rome Street's album, Coupe de Grace? No, we got to do that. We got to talk about that Wednesday.
I listened to Coupe de Grace. Coupe de Grace is gonna make our top 20 slept on projects. It's not gonna make our top 20 list. Bar heavy as it's gonna get. Production somewhat stutters, and when you get an album like that with two extremely talented lyrical MCs, like sometimes it can be overbearing. Not overbearing in a bad way. It's just really, really dense, and you got to find the balance to make it more enjoyable. But really good project, slept on. Don't make the slept on this.
I want to finish my thought too, man. Like the interesting part about this Pusha and Drake thing is the fact that there was really like traditionally what we hear in rap records and people saying real disrespectful shit or real street shit. It was none of that. The most disrespectful, well, when they said that Pusha went too far is when he said that whole tick tick thing, right? Like that's the most they could get. Never mind the fact that Drake was in blackface. Like that kind of misses people a lot where people act like that didn't happen. It is so wild that
I mean, he did out him about having a whole child that no one knew about. So
I mean, you know, again, that's his business. I think that was even out there on the rumor mill. I remember that happening, but I think that the way he presented it in the record, I think it was super dope. And I don't think that was too far. It's whatever. Have people heard No Vaseline? Have people heard Hit 'Em Up?
that's disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who you think got it the worst on No Vaseline? I think MC Ren.
All of them.
All of them. No,
They
I
all
can't be.
got one.
I think
I actually
I think
thought
MC
Eazy
Ren
caught
got it the worst.
I thought Eazy caught it the worst. See what I'm
Think
saying?
so?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. I think everything with
Got to the
Eazy.
money
Man,
shit, when he got
yeah.
to the money shit on the song, that's all easy.
I mean, but he was just dragging MC Ren, man.
That's because Ren was the other MC. You're supposed to drag the other MC. It's competition. He knew who was doing the writing over there. He's like, I'm about to drag the writer. That's what you're supposed to do. It's rap.
I mean, obviously, you know, Ice Cube as a writer and Ren as a writer, he really separated himself, man. You know what? I was listening to Death Certificate. I know we jumping all over. We're gonna get back on topic, and Young Doing Dumb Shit is a brilliant record. It's one of those songs where it's just lost in the shuffle of so many other great songs that we don't even talk about it. Like
the first 5 years of his career, he has so much to say. It's just brilliant.
Yeah.
You'll find brilliant stuff everywhere when you go back and listen. Man, this guy brilliant.
Ice Cube's special, man.
Yeah, he's